Welcome back to Finals Day. You're watching the Roxy Pro Gold Coast. We're into semifinal number 2, and this heat features last year's runner-up in the world, Courtney Conlogue from Southern California. She's taken on a former Rookie of the Year, former Breakthrough Performer of that first season, Johanne Defay, representing France and Reunion Island. Here, a big part of the top 17. We had a classic showdown just recently with Tyler Wright taking out the 3-time world champ, and Wright is going to wait to see who wins this one for her matchup in the final pots. He loves watching her surf. They're so proud of Reunion Island and where they came from. Flores saw something in Defay and wanted to make sure she'd stay on the top 17. He's quick to say, hey, she learned that on her own, but he was so excited to watch it go down as Defay has already gotten started in this heat.
Yeah, wasting no time, Joe. That's what she does. A couple of nice turns there, biggest set wave, not really that inside connection, but she's on the board, and quite a solid score, by the way. Just a 4.5 on that opening wave, and then up and riding again. Johanne Defay trying to put pressure straight on the shoulders of Courtney Conlogue. And Courtney, well, she's a strong young lady, so she's not going to react just yet. She's going to take her time. Johanne just milking this one through the inside, looking for that inside connection. Very important here today to get that extra bonus section. We saw Tyler Wright take great advantage of that to take out Carissa Moore. A 6.50. Sorry, a 6.0, so 4.5 and a 6 straight off the bat.
That's right. Well, Courtney Conlogue representing Santa Ana. Her local lineups are basically all up and down Southern California, especially Huntington Beach. As you look at this forehand wrap from Conlogue. Driving through the top again, she'll get a little bit hung up. So she'll still be chasing Defay for the lead.
And I knew the wave was coming, just like, you know, one of those waves has to come each heat. And so I kind of just wait on that, and yeah, it did.
And is that an awareness that you're just, you know, that you've worked on it in the past and it's going to be, or is it just something, a natural feeling?
And she'll take on the winner of this heat in Defay and Conlogue, and that's going to be a fun one to watch.
Not a matter of if, a matter of when. I love that. That's great insight there to the headspace of Tyler Wright. Courtney, this is better for her. Courtney Conlogue needing a score to get herself up into that first place, sliding that fins around. Now she knows Johanne Defay's got some innovation, but so does Courtney. Courtney's she's got some tricks in her game as well, and she's going to have to pull them out. 5.17 on her last wave. 20 minutes remaining. Johanne Defay still holding a lead. Courtney looking for a 5.34, so plenty of time remaining. And you can see Courtney just taking her time, paddling back out, keeping an eye on those little inside waves that you know, sometimes sort of pass through that outside section and then stand up and focus all their energy further inside.
Well, on tour, on the top 17, there's a lot of 3-woman matchups in round 1 and also in round 3. Continuing this one, this is Defay. A lot of open face to work with. Highline wrap. Nice easy pace as she sets that carve back into the source again. Fades it into the whitewater. Defay now looking for something solid to finish with. The wall's starting to grow. Easy tempo and rhythm. Arcs it one more time and she'll fade out of there. Now catching up to Conlogue. She's already had some big moves out the back and nice finishing move down the beach. Bring you the start of Courtney's wave in just a moment, since we had 2 riders up. Courtney already signaling for the ski, and it looks like she might jump right on the back of the sled.
Yeah, good move there from Courtney. Has Water Patrol lost his hat.
Yeah, she looked really solid. Hats off to Courtney, putting on a great performance on this next wave. Let's check it out.
Yeah, second wave of the set. You know, traditionally, maybe the better one. You know, that's the water hits the bank a little better. Doesn't go as wide. It stands up nice and vertical. So Courtney off to a good start already. A couple of nice turns from her. See the power that she uses in her surfing. She gets nice and low, throws that board vertical through the lip. So a series of beautiful turns there from Courtney, joining the dots. Absolutely perfect there. No mistakes on that wave. So it wasn't a long wave, Joe, but the damage was done in a very short space of time.
More waves on the way. This is Johanne Defay. Big section that she'll throw away off the top. Now waiting on those numbers for Conlogue and last of Johanne to see if things will be changing to the top 2 totals. Defay was able to accomplish her first championship tour win last year and was at the U.S. Open of Surfing over in Huntington Beach, California, where Conlogue comes from, as we'll see what happened here.
Yeah, Johanne Defay, this was the first wave of the set. Nice opening maneuver. She's got that big sweeping turn down pat. She gets nice and low too, keeps that low center of gravity, bends those knees. And once you keep those knees bent, then you can spring into step. You can actually extend that back leg and get a lot of pressure on those fins, which create a lot of water displacement, creating some big turns. That wave there, nothing too radical, just trying to improve on a 4.5, sorry. 4.37 on that occasion, so did not improve her situation.
You know what that's like, Potts. You show up at the last event of the season, it's already done.
Yeah.
We love when it's a showdown at that final event of the season. Courtney quickly up on this little wedge. Sneaks in a wrap and just stays warmed up.
Yeah, you know, absolutely right. I mean, Carissa Moore went back-to-back wins here, and then Bells Beach, and then a second place at Margaret River, but Courtney answered back for sure.
Another little wedge that Courtney wants to roll on. Set up turn, now straight off the top. She'll keep that rhythm down the line. Big whip in the pocket for the California. Now she has got some speed. She'll fade again. And maybe fitting in one more jam. These are tough to ride out of. Courtney lays low to pull it off.
She's so solid on her feet. 7.10 on her last exchange, and she's trying to better a 5.17 now. So Courtney Conlogue in the lead. And Johanne Defay having to try and manufacture a score to get herself back into that first place. But Courtney just showing some power. And I love the fact that she stayed busy underneath the priority there. It's a tricky situation right now.
And he definitely made that a very heavy pressure situation to come back against last year's world champ de Souza as we look back at this one.
Yeah, Johanne Defay let this one go. Was it a mistake? Courtney Conlogue showing that power right there. Just strong back foot. Just gouging those fins into the face of the wave. Waiting for it. Now she does that wraparound cutback. She needs to fit one more turn in here. Throws it up through the whitewater. When that whitewater converges on each other, it's really difficult to ride out of that. But Courtney Conlogue just showing how strong she is and fighting her way through the whitewater to complete that ride.
And we've had a few days that have been really fun to surf here on the Gold Coast.
Yeah, absolutely right, Joe. Looks like Johanne Defay up and riding on a bomb.
Late takeoff for Defay. Highline wrap, just really waiting for a better section down the line. She's got the rhythm and speed, just trying to find her points to work with. Another crumbly section's going to keep this one flat, so Defay has to find another wave.
Yeah, just rolling the dice on that one. Obviously, Courtney with priority, so Johanne just trying to stay busy. You know, she's only caught 4 waves so far, so she's trying to get rid of that 4.50. Ultimately, looking for a 7.27. So it's a pretty solid score.
Right there, you see last year's runner-up in the world, and she has a moment out in this lineup with priority. Conlogue protecting her lead. Whips a big first turn, blows the tail out. Right in sync with a roundhouse cutback. Speed to burn. She'll just stretch it out way down the line. Changes her mind, redirects, and now we'll get going again. Snaps it off the lip. Can she finish strong? Conlogue knifes it and stays on her feet.
Best wave of the heat right there. That opening turn into that cutback was just seamless. That's what you want. Those feel really, really good when you just connect with that first turn. You know your feet are in the right place. You found the sweet spot. You found that groove on the wave, and then you just unleash that big wraparound cutty. That just shows a lot of confidence right there from one of the world's best, Courtney Conlogue. The crowd are loving it. Have a look at this turn right here. Bang, straight through the lip. And then watch this turn right here. Just an absolutely pleasure to watch. Now she hits the gas, thinking this wave is going to stand up. And as you said, redirects, waits for it to hit that inside bowl here. And then Courtney just a couple of beautiful, amazing turns right there, showing commitment at the end of that one. That is going to be up into the excellent range, Joe, and is going to extend her lead over Johanne Defay.
What an amazing performance. What did you love about this first turn?
Just the commitment on that first turn right there. We talk about getting that board vertical at 12 o'clock, but then what she did too was she kicked the tail out and straight into the next turn. That just showed that variety of major maneuvers, that combination of major maneuvers. And then watch this turn as she just sort of filters down through the line there, waits for it to stand up, takes her time, which you've got to do out here at Snapper Rocks. And then now it starts to stand up. She finds that bonus section through the inside. Look at that back foot is just on the pad. She is in absolutely the sweet spot of her board, and confidence is brimming right now. She is looking absolutely unstoppable in this heat.
Courtney Conlogue turns in an 8.17 on that last wave. One judge even threw a 9. They throw a 9 and an 8 out to average the middle 3. Well, the yellow jersey will be trading hands. Our world champs from last season will be handing it off at the next stop. Courtney Conlogue wants to be wearing it as she's up again. 90 seconds on the clock, goes for a flyaway air reverse. She lands upside down for a moment and almost pulls off a miracle.
Wow, that was so close to being pulled off. That she almost made that. She was hanging on. Obviously that wave really didn't have too much on offer, so she just went for it. Showed some innovation. She was like, okay, Johanne Defay, you've got some innovation. Watch this. Just literally taking to the air. It was a bigger set wave. There wasn't too much on offer after this section here. So Courtney just really throwing everything. You can see widening the stance, which means that she's going to take to the air, connecting perfectly there. No grab. Using that wind. Now she looks for the grab. Grabs the front of the rail there. Comes it upside down, inverted. Now she's on top of the deck of the board there, but just was unable to ride it out. So crazy stuff right there from Courtney Conlogue. That was very close to being completed there, Joe.
That would have been gigantic. Love that she's going for it. Let's take the water angle.
Yeah, watch how she widens her stance and then connects perfectly. Maybe should have gone for the grab a little bit earlier. She almost came down inside the tube right there, upside down, backwards. It was all instinct. You can see how she widens the stance. Now she gets that foot right back on the kick pad, and now just throws it up in the air. That front foot sliding forward. It's exactly the technique that John and all the guys used for that big aerial maneuver. She's been doing her homework.
Now with 10 seconds on the clock, it's up to this wave for Defay. She needs a 9.27. All setup work. She needs something huge on the inside. Hear the horns sound. It's all coming down to these last couple of maneuvers for Defay. Slowing down her pace. The inside corner's not really giving her too much help, but she'll still try to finish on her feet. It's a little forehand jam to get out of there. Defay needed almost a perfect number into the 9s to turn this heat, because Conlogue threw down an 8.17 and a 7.10. Conlogue just about to enter her first ever final at the Roxy Pro Gold Coast to take on Tyler Wright. Number 1 and number 2 in the world. We're going to be very interesting heading into Bells as the Roxy Pro final is all set and ready to go.